The Knicks win game three. What a game. What a game. I'm not gonna lie, I thought they were cooked, thought it was over, but they win game three after being down 20 points in the first half. The end of the first half, the Pacers went on quite a run. They for the Pacers were able to force multiple turnovers. They got out in transition, and that kind of sparked that 20 point lead. Second half, you saw the tone for the Knicks change a little bit, even despite Brunson being in foul trouble. Carl Anthony Towns was in foul trouble. They played with a lot of force. They started to rebound better. Uh, now, Carl Anthony Towns through the first three quarters, he only had 4 points. And I'm looking at the stats. I'm like, dude, where you at? Like, you gonna show up, or you from New York? You gotta put on for your team. You gotta do something. And he absolutely showed up in the fourth quarter, 20-point fourth quarter with Brunson with 5 fouls on the bench. He put the team on his back. He did a great job stealing a game. And now, if you're the Knicks, you feel like you have a chance because even if you are to lose the next game, you guaranteed yourself another game in New York, and who knows what happens then? A possible 3-2 series. Now, if you go and steal the next game, all bets are off because then you go back to New York and maybe you can go up 3-2, having one game in Indiana and another game in New York. So it's a really great situation for the Knicks. Great win by the Knicks. I mean, absolutely unbelievable. Josh Hart was great. It looked like for a second Pascal Siakam was going to do the same thing he did in game two and kind of take over the game, but they were able to alleviate him a little bit down the stretch. But spectacular game from the Knicks. Spectacular game from Carl Anthony Towns. Really impressive win. I thought it was over. Thought the Pacers were going to go up 3-0, and we're like, okay, well, it's going to be Pacers and either OKC or Minnesota in the final. So great win for the Knicks. Great jobs by them. Game one, Minnesota started out great. They were up double digits. You're like, okay, so this is going to be the team to test OKC. But as that game went along, the game really got away from Minnesota. SGA, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, he had a great game. Yeah, he had two great games in Oklahoma. He's really been unguardable this whole series, putting a lot of guys, a lot of pressure on their top defenders, McDaniels, as far as foul trouble, and he's really showing why he won the MVP. Uh, but that third game in Minnesota, Minnesota won by I think 40 points, and Edwards had 30 points himself. Absolutely must win, and they went out and did it in convincing fashion. Let's see if they do the next game in Minnesota. They got a chance to tie it up, make it 2-2. Then, like I said, similar to the Knicks series, it gets interesting going back to Game Five. If you're Minnesota, Game One, you feel like that's a game you really had a chance to win, especially early on, but you let it slip out your hands. So, does Minnesota come back strong in Game Five and steal one on the road? We'll see. But they have to win the next game first to even get there. Well, OKC bounce back in Game Four and get that much needed road win to kind of position themselves to be up 3-1 going to Game Five. I don't know, but I like the way the series is going. Very competitive series, very fun series to watch. So two great series, two great series. We're recording this right after the Knicks game, so that was an absolute masterclass by the Knicks. Great finish, great way to close it out. If you were a Knicks fan, you kind of got worried down the stretch, like, oh man, is this going to go like the previous two games went? But they closed it out well. They did a really good job closing it out. So two great series. We'll see what happens. And yeah, we'll catch y'all next time.